Okay, so once we've picked our template that we're going to be building off of, what we're going to do is then take the information that we collected from our career research that we did in step 3 for our resume, and we're going to take that information and we're going to transfer it over into our poster. In your poster, you need to have at least 5 of those questions from your career research that you've done. What I'm going to do is show you essentially how to go about doing this information if you did not do your career research. So what we're really going to be looking at is what the job description is, which is what do they do. We're going to look at how do you become one. We're going to look at what important skills that whatever that career needs. And then we're also going to be looking at pay. So how much pay are these different jobs or careers offering? First thing we're going to look at is changing our title. So the career I'm looking at for this is a multimedia artist and animator. So instead of where it says becoming a great entrepreneur up here, I'm going to change this to becoming a multimedia artist. And where it says top traits of the greats, what I'm going to do is actually just change that here to my name. So before we get into really picking different icons and changing some of the colors, I want to get all the important information in first. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change all of these headers with their body paragraphs from information that I find over here in my Bureau of Labor Statistics site. So the first thing I'm going to do up here is, people are probably going to wonder, what does a multimedia artist do? So what I'm going to do is add this top box, and I'm going to say, what do they do? Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take all of this information here that's already provided in the template, and I'm going to delete it all. And I'm going to replace it from information from my research. So what I'm going to do is go to what do they do? And right here I have a nice little summary of what a multimedia artist does. So what I'm going to do is simply just copy that information from there, and I'm going to paste it over into here. This next section, what I'm going to do is, instead where it says smart people, smart dominant people, what I'm going to do is I'm going to change that information here to essentially how do you become one. So how to become one. Now I'm going to do the same thing where I'm going to take all my information that they provided in the template, I'm going to delete it, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to copy this first paragraph up here, and I'm going to paste it right into here. So all we're doing is we're just collecting information about our career. And then down here, I'm going to add how much do they make. I'm going to delete all that information there. And then in my pay section, I have this really wonderful paragraph about the pay for a multimedia artist, and I'm going to paste that in here. Now notice how it's making my box seem a little bit tight. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to shrink that down a little bit and then reline it back up. So notice how I have these purple lines that kind of connect everything. What I'm doing is I'm looking to see where it connects. So I want to make sure that it's still in line with this paragraph up here, down here. So I don't want it hanging off over here like this. I want everything to line up nice and clean. And then this bottom section here, I'm actually going to put top skills. And then what I'll do is I'll go back to my how to become one and go down, and I'm going to look at the important qualities and what those top skills or talents are. And I'm simply going to just highlight and copy and paste all those down here. then if you need to get a closer look to see what you're doing, hit Command or Control plus, and that will help zoom in for you. You can also pinch open or pinch closed on your trackpad. And then that way, now I have all of my top skills for my posters. The first step you going to want to do is make sure you get all of the information that you need in place before you start changing the different colors and icons here.